Alright, now we're going to talk about minor scales. Minor scales are very similar to major scales, only a few notes difference, and they give a different feel, generally a sadder or more solemn feel. And so with a minor scale, we are going to have a slightly different shape. It's going to be, we're going to do G minor just because we did G major, so we might as well. It's going to be G, A, which is the same so far. It's going to be a little different right here because it's going to be B flat, C, D, E flat, F, and then back to the G. And the same thing, you're just going to want to work through this through the metronome. I forgot to mention earlier with the major scales, you can do this pattern anywhere. So if you take the pattern of the minor and just move it up to, I don't know, let's just say move it all the way up to the E, the top E, 12th string on the E, 12th fret on the E string, you can do the same exact thing. You don't have to start on the E string, you can start on the A string. We'll start with C minor. The best way to learn these, in my opinion, I guess this is just the way I think, but if it helps you, that's good, is to look at it in terms of shapes. This first shape right here is a major scale. This is your G major, because we're starting on the 3rd fret of the E string, and that's a G. And this shape, so it goes, you know, whole step, whole step, whole step, whole step, and then this little half step right here. If you think of that shape, you can move this anywhere on the fretboard and make that scale. The scale is determined by the root note right here. So if you move it up one, all that is a flat major. Same thing with a minor. Minor is even easier to figure out, well, in my opinion, because you can just go straight down. All these, and these notes are all the same. Well, same fret. So it goes whole step, half step, whole step, half step, whole step. So if you memorize the shapes, it becomes very easy. Also, you can pretty easily figure it out from just the sound of it. The majors sound just like do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. So if you want to sing it, that works. And the minors, I don't really know a trick to it. You just get that minor feel, and practice those. Like I said, the best way to do it is just turn on a metronome and just over and over just go. And then move it up. I think it was Victor Wooten that said he would just sit there for hours. Just sit down and start at the bottom of the fretboard and just keep going all the way to the top, and then he'd go back down. And that's really the best way to do it, because once you master the scales, the world is your oyster, speaking in non-bass terms. I don't know. So practice those scales. You want to get them down. Especially if you're playing with a band or a group, you won't be able to jam. You won't be able to figure out what anyone's doing if you don't know your scales, because the guitarist or whoever it is you're playing with is going to be playing in a scale, going to be playing in a certain key, and you can follow along much easier if you know the scale that is appropriate. I guess that's it.